Hello YouTube. Today I have a simple job. Actually, not that simple because only 2 bolts, but it takes some time to take them out. Alright, I have a Lexus. This is 2012, I think, 12 or 13. This is the I think this is the 3rd generation, the ES. Okay. And this is the es350, which is the first model of the es350. GR-fe is applied to Toyota and Lexus. They're all the same. This model here they have for Toyota, which is the Camry, Avalon, RAV4, Highlander. If you do a thermostat, why? I don't know. It's throwing code thermostat on it. I think they may not fully opening or something that not functioning. I checked the cooling. The cooling is level, so it's throwing code thermostat. So I'm not sure if the sensor or the thermostat. So it says thermostat below threshold. So I just say that replace thermostat on this. Okay. So first pop this out to get more room, a little bit room. And I already this model here, they have the engine bay cover, so I already took that out. So something that very simple, so don't want to waste your time to watch. If you look closely from behind here to there, you will see the top of the bolt, and the bottom bolt is right here where my fingers at. Okay, right here. The bottom one's not that difficult because you can see. The top one is really can't see it. But what you can do is maybe take this hose out and sticking down where your 10mm with the extension go through this slot right here all the way, so you can see that. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my drainer pan down here to catch the water, the cooling, and I will pop this out. Let me lock this in. Okay, now it's locked, so I'm gonna slide this down. Gonna slowly twist it so the water won't fly like crazy to the bottom. So using a quarter with 10mm socket over there. Okay, not sure my camera can catch that, but that's right there. Okay, and that one is easy. I was sticking the one on the bottom first. As soon as your socket go inside, then it should be stay there. It won't go nowhere unless you pay attention to that. That's why. Okay, the bottom one is easy because you can see it. Totally forgot that the housing cannot come up unless you're taking down this take these wheels out. Otherwise, the blocking the housing, you can't really taking down the thermostat housing because it's on the way. Okay, so I'm going to take my serpentine belt out first. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to using this rope, this strap here, to help me pull the tensioner, so I don't have to do it later. I just drop this and then that will put the tensioner back in there already. I'm gonna hold like this. Okay, see that? So I'll tie this to it. So the belt is pretty loose already. And I'm going to take this 14mm bolt over here out. Even though you have a timing chain on it, to take water pump is still very difficult to do it. Okay, take this. Okay, this idler coming off. I mean the thermostat housing coming out, and pouring down the thermostat now. Okay, you see that? Thermostat shouldn't be opening like this, because open like this only when it's hot only. So that's why the engine code throwing thermostat, because if keep opening like this, your thermostat did not get hot enough. The purpose on this is to blocking the water until it's hot, and it open this like this. But this one keep opening, so water keep flowing like there's no thermostat. So that's what computers say, that I don't have thermostat in there. So that's why. This is the part number, okay, in case you want it. OEM one is the same, because got it from the dealership. See, this new one doesn't open, the old one's open like that. So I'm gonna put this not sure what they call it, but I think it's a bleeder. So on top like that, put on the top and snap that into the housing, and then I'll put the thermostat housing in like that. Not sure my camera will see it, but you know what you're doing here. I'm going to do this way and put like this. And then I put the nuts in, so that will lock in place like this. It won't go nowhere. Okay, so now I can stick it up. Okay, as soon as this lock in there, then you don't have to worry about it will fall apart. And I will tighten it up. Make sure it's locked first. You don't have to be super tight because only 10mm. You don't want to break that 10mm bolt, then you screw, because you have to drill it out. Tight like this, pretty much you have to lift the engine all the way out to be able to do it. Be careful with this right here, because this will drop. Okay, and when this drops, you don't have this in there, and this shim will off your serpentine belt. Definitely will off your serpentine belt. Okay, so be careful, don't drop that. Not sure how many foot-pound, but I would say shouldn't more than 60 foot-pound on this. I would say between 40 and 50, because it's not metal, it's everything is aluminum. Okay, so you don't have to super tight on this. So now I'm done. I just dropped my strap right here, which is I tie down. Okay, and that should tighten up my serpentine belt right it the way that it should. Okay, to put it in is not easy. To put it out, it's easier than put it in. One thing is, make sure this is in the track where it should be. Oh, my magnets dropped. it should be where you're taking out, so it won't create gap, so it won't leak. Okay, see that? Even though here is full, but coolant is not in the engine, so I have to bleed it, fill this up with pink coolant. There's a bleeder valve right here with 10 millimeter, and you pop this open, and air and water should coming out from here. But I'm going to do it with engine on. Okay, I'm gonna tie this one back up. I'm gonna let it run until reaching a normal temperature first, then I will bleed it, because there's no bubble here. Okay, let me bleed right here. So now water is coming out. Bubble is coming up right now. There's no more bubbles, then I will close it down on that. There's no more bubbles, so I'm going to close this up. Tie this up. Okay. And that's it, done. So make sure to fill with the reservoir too. Alright, thank you for watching. Now you know how to do your 2gr-fe engine thermostat. And if you have a coolant temperature thermostat below threshold, something like that, then that is your thermostat is not closing or it's open. Normally it's not closing. If not opening, it will overheat right away. Okay, so at this point here it's not closing, so that's why you have that code on it. And now you know how to do yours, so don't forget to help me subscribe. Well, thank you for watching. See you guys next video. Bye bye now.